Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I don't know if you remember that movie, Tropic Thunder, where you have that scene with Ben Stiller and whatever his name is, Dewey, whatever, and they're in the river over there, and whatever his name is, the guy plays a black guy. He's an Australian, and he plays a black guy. And he tells Ben Stiller, never go full retard. You never go full retard. Well, I guess these guys went full retard right here. Why? Because they, being the Ukrainians in this case, the guys in charge of Ukraine, not Ukrainians, the guy in charge of Ukraine. Because now, after about what, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, maybe even more, now they admit that they blew up the Kerch bridge, the Crimea Bridge. We all knew, buddy. We all knew that. We had a 99% certainty that it was you. Only you were like, no, it was not us. No. So don't turn full retard now. So what happened here? These guys seem to lack victories. And when you lack victories to announce to your fighters, then you just bring some from the past. And in this case, Business Insider reports that Ukraine marks 500 days of war by admitting it blew up Russia's bridge to Crimea. We knew all along. What are you talking about? But since you don't have any more victories, you have to bring now, I don't know, some long dead kings and queens, and sometimes when you had a victory in 1429 or something against some little army, and you bring that back and you call that guy, I know, Gigi the Great or something, and then yeah, remember when we were big, man? Yeah, we were ruling Europe. Gigi the Great. Okay. So this is what sounds to me right now. Yeah, man, this offensive is dead in the water. The counteroffensive, we're failures here. But hey, you remember when we blew up that bridge? Yeah, man, yeah. Weren't we tough? Yeah, it was an achievement. It was an achievement. I have to give that to them. It was a failure from the part of the Russians, that for sure. But the problem is this. However you turn it, that is a bridge. And the bridge was connecting mainland Russia with the peninsula of Crimea, right? And that was, however you want to take it, civilian infrastructure. Well, the fact that the military could use it as well, it's like you would just, throw some chemical weapons to kill the army, and in the meantime you kill some civilians too, because hey, they both breathe air. So, you know what I mean? Legitimate target. That's how it is. Or the same thing. Why? If you destroy, let's say, Zaporozhye nuclear power plant, it's going to destroy all those guys over there, all the Russian military around Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. Well, it's okay if something happens and the clouds goes and kills some this and that, because you know what? It helped the Russian military right there. And that brings me to the point of again, I think I'm 99% certain. I have no evidence. But I'm entitled to have a gut feeling once in a while, even though I have a dick. No, I don't have a But anyway, I think that Kakhovka dam was not blown up by the Russians. I give them 1%. I give 99 to, I don't know, act of God. Well, let's see this little article here. So that's what they admit finally, and we have here a Ukrainian official, I think it was Malyar, says the bridge to Crimea was targeted last year to disrupt Russian logistics. Yeah, that would have been 1% of its use, and 99% of its use would have been for the civilians that you want to liberate. Okay, great job. You can't fool me and others to say, yeah, it was because we disrupt Russian logistics. And how did that work for you? Anyway, the bridge was seriously damaged after a truck rigged with explosives blew up while traveling on it. At the time, Russian President Vladimir Putin accused Ukraine of carrying out a terrorist act. I think it qualifies. If that would have happened in any other bridge somewhere else in a war, they would go the same way. Oh my God. A top Ukrainian defense official marked 500 days of war on Saturday by admitting responsibility for an attack last year that seriously damaged Russia's bridge to the occupied Crimea Peninsula. So, Hana Maliar. There you have it. All right, well, obviously because they did it, that's not a terrorist act. If the Russians did it, terrorist act right there. Remember when the Russians were trying to cross the bridges over the Dnieper River? And someone, I can't remember who exactly was destroying them, shelling them. Remember that one? And then the Russians tried to build next to it a bridge, and the guys again destroyed it. Why? So they cannot advance. Remember those bridges in Bakhmut? They were also destroyed. Okay, destroyed. I think 2 of them. Well, it was okay. It was legitimate because the guys were coming to invade us. But here, if you want to extrapolate this strategic bridge, then you can justify. They can justify using the same stupidity. I don't know, killing let's say factories or companies that make food, because the food is going to feed the military. Therefore, legitimate target. I mean, if it go like that, are you going to hit nuclear power plants because that gives electricity to the army? Or simply a dam, water dam. Why? Because you have a hydroelectric plant over there, and that gives electricity, and the army, the enemy's army, benefit out of it. So, boom. And you know who justified it like that? NATO. You know when? 1999 in Yugoslavia. Go back and read some articles. And it was, I can't remember his name, a NATO general said, well, of course, when they were accused about destroying this and that, well, the Serbian military uses those bridges and those roads. Oh, but the Serbian military uses air. What are we going to do with that? Some chemical? Huh? You see, this is so unfair. We're going to find out, and I think you and I will be alive. I mean, if you're not 99 or something, we'll find out in 7 years after the war ends. Let's say it ends, give it about 7 years, 5 to 7 years, until they will be allowed to publish their findings on the Kakhovka Bridge and others. And you're going to find out, oh, we knew that all along. The same with the Kerch Bridge. Yeah, we knew that. It was you, the stupid ideologues, that you were like, no, we're good. We don't do such a thing. No. We don't commit war crimes. Only they. Why? Because they're bad, good. Yeah. All right, my friends, no news for me here. It was just like, okay, move on. But if someone will hit the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant, I have a big suspicion that it's going to be the guys that don't have control over it, not the guys that control it. And again, with the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2, I think the guys that, how should I call it? The guys that said that they will stop it are the biggest suspects, but somehow their investigation is still ongoing. Again, I don't think we'll ever reach a conclusion. It's going to be like a mystery. I don't know what happened there, man. We don't know. But we're like, okay, all right, let me lower my IQ to about 25. And then I will say, yeah, we don't know, man. Certain things we don't know. Pass me the beer. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.